30 minutes. That's all I'm doing today. For a series I've been actually doing specifically for YouTube for the past couple days straight, actually. This is going to be number 4, I think, in a row. This time it's Kullervo. I've recorded Atlas Prime, Dante, Frost Prime already so far, so this is the 4th one. And today is Kullervo. Now, the other ones don't have yapping included. I just straight record and post them on my YouTube, which is same username as my Twitch, Red514 versus Blue126, in case you're interested. But for now, Kullervo. We got 5 spicy Archon shards here, purple, all 37% melee critical damage, and which doubles in value after your Warframe hits is max energy is over 500. I have 5 of those. Over to the build.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return.
Now, if one is a Kullervo enthusiast, you might be recoiling at the sight of negative range. To that I say bah humbug, because he's really fun even without it. I don't use Collective Curse, right? This is a melee specialized build, not focus specialized here. Everything here is specifically for either ammo or energy economy or for my melee. Iron Bricks, pretty standard build. I think I'm actually going to do that just because. Nothing crazy. I think I'm actually going to, I don't think, swap it, there we go. Just so I have some more weaknesses towards the enemies I'm going to be fighting. Make a Chigara, and keep them like this. Got my Riven, which has damaging crit chance. Not too bad, not too bad. Other than the fact that I'm not rocking very many Forma. Then my Argon Bell, my bread and butter this time around. It's a pretty standard build. Doesn't exactly matter what my build is on my melee. I could be using anything on Kullervo, at least my build, and it will slap very hard. Oh, that's why. Drifting contact. There we go. This is mostly overkill. I don't need the damage. I could have just left it as it is, but just might as well, right? So that is my build. 13.6 times crit damage, and showcases just how powerful it is. So over 100% crit chance, 13.6 times the damage pretty much every single hit, on top of the 626% melee crit chance from Wrathful Advance, on top of the viral damage that I get on top of that whenever I pop Nourish. Very powerful. Now for all of these, I try to go to the mission type of the area that you would get the Warframes. So, for example, I went to Ares for Atlas, because that's where he drops from. I did a CAD, I think it was, for Atlas, for Dante and Sanctum. What was the other one? Frost. I went to Ceres. And then now, however, I had told him he is not the anger, fear, and there's a third spiral as well, envy spiral I think it is. or Sorrow Spot, I forget what it is there, but specific spirals in here. There's a Kullervo's hold that spawns. You can fight him. There's a resource. What's her base in the crystal Perchance. But I want these videos showcasing his general options, the warframe, the weapons that I'm using and whatnot, and in the circuit, although I'd be using the warframe, it wouldn't be showcasing just what it is in the game. So I'm opting rather to showcase any warframes that might not have a specific dedicated drop location, like for example, get specific mission types that you purchase from arbitration. Now I could run arbitration, I want to stress it and just showcase in a stupid setting. In case somebody wants to use one, they know that whenever they use it, it's still passive. Otherwise, it's a blind hole. Now, I'm not just I usually react to myself in the moment I try to record myself. Live stream myself getting my content into a mess. Obviously, practice makes perfect, which is why I think most yap sessions now for these. Start to stream it as well as I'm just recording. So people keep thumbstick tab. I'll get better and I'm kind of intending to catalog that increase in, I don't know, skill, I guess, for lack of a better word, as I go. Just while I'm starting to my audio, what is it against the and it makes it less which probably prompt me to do refreshes on ones that are done even if, you know, popular all this is for a lot of the that's my main theme. Weapons here. Just to showcase them. I don't have the augmented specifically for that KR, which is get like plus damage or plus range and 10 meters of view. I think it's called attacking. Kinda useless considering only these orders and we're getting it's perpetually 10 meters of view constantly. Plus I just kinda stopped on getting it. If I end up doing it right fresh for them, perhaps this one before them, I'll actually consider this one. Because I'm just going based up on that. Technically it should have started like that as well, but I forgot I had just favored it already, and it just let those but first yesterday, after I started damn. But I will also, if I end up doing those refreshes, another 30 minutes on them, I'll invest into the build of those weapons and actually use them to their fullest. Right now, these are just kind of stuff together builds. But I'm about to take care of him before he shoots, because Malice is very dangerous. Just to actually showcase those weapons, because I also use them. It's just to kind of showcase the weapons that make a useless. Now, Land Breaks is not one of those. I always get a weapon people use nowadays. I don't think it is, but it used to be extremely just not but kind of just to show off weapons that perhaps people don't typically use. Although I do have a bad habit of using one particularly powerful weapon and all of them, but also Steel Path is very unforgiving. Bad builds with good builds. You're probably not going to use it. Your KPM is very high. You're going to kill them. Everybody will know what I'm talking about. Your kills per minute, every minute needs to be high. I mean, I swap my weapons over and start using other two. And look at my odds. It's dwindled very for about minutes, not even. I was using not killing minutes, very efficient. But now that I'm back to action, buffing up. I'm going slowly but surely back up, and it helps. My damage is so high that I can pop these bubbles into counters. Only really an issue with many other weapons. That's my biggest gripe about them, is these monsters always being detected. Not even that. I can manage that. It's the fact that they yap so often without, in case you're super far away from one, you just make sure across the map became affected. It gets, I think, like halfway up in the affecting scale. And time limit, since there's a dial on it, it's higher. It gets like halfway. It'll be like, seriously, you go big stack. I got it. Up and back there. Survivability up there. They also start using pulse scrubber, extract, whatever it is. It's not not all acolytes are built. Like I don't need to prioritize her. She doesn't do anything in particular that is worth me specializing her. They do damage, right? They will kind of take you off guard when you're up close and personal. And you're just kind of letting them hit. Right? They do damage. With collective recompense, or recompense in this augment where I'm constantly generating overburn. It doesn't generate overburn, switch me out. And they also, at least not with the acolytes, all the, there's only two average that's violence. Because he can deactivate and prevent your abilities. He doesn't just prevent you from using them, he deactivates them. And he doesn't have a bubble so you can like avoid that bubble anymore. He just kind of does it because you're in proximity. I'm sure there's like a range you could how far away you gotta be without that attack. In the clear time, those spawns on top of that's on top of you. I guess the map too, because they for some reason have more locations as well. But he deactivates your abilities in some warframes. For example, if you don't swing down quick enough, you get the abilities not only deactivated, it's subsequent activations. Oh my goodness. Just uber dick. That's all of this remember. And you're gonna make, if you're not using weapon that's really simple, it's prioritizing the damage from this Vexoric in that build gets completely moved away. And he's turbo absolutely. So that's what just relies on his abilities to survive with damage. It's good. One might say that Kullervo has very ability. That I say, he has good. It doesn't matter if this is his abilities. If my Archon shards on top of that are active anyway, those aren't abilities that just do it. So even if I was standing inside of a nullifier bubble itself, it does the same thing. Or, you know, standing face first, there's different violence. It's a non-issue. It's duration and whenever that duration ability is also used by ability, my main example it becomes an issue. And then the other one I said there's two is Analysis. Now Analysis doesn't more, I don't want to say freaky. He does a lot of damage. He has an optimum. And he also casts Magnetize. Now my main issue with him my most top two, most useful is mine and others. It's quite a bit, so obviously for rework, he's even after I acquired a one guard and added that one of my old builds, that slash block was a huge issue. Just hits. And that's another threat. Because even if you're shielded, it adds a couple of stats of slash. So again, if you don't have good survivability, or you don't have a very stats, it's an issue. But literally any of the other something with a specter of support and violence as a specter. This has just remind them as a simple fact that first off is invincible whenever this counts. He's casting his emotions, which summons activates shadow versions of highlights. And the thing is that the shadow versions are new to the battle. Well, I think they have highlights. But I do know that they still have abilities. It's an issue. Kill him fast enough, and lost a violence ban. they can solve them pretty rarely. You just kind of do what you want, right? They don't do anything in particular. It's a threat. Now, I'm not saying for those that class to change, right? I think it's even though it's frustrating at times, using a subpar build and a slow response, they should stay just right. I think there's just a disparity between the elements. And whether or not they should all be a threat or should stay like that, I don't know. But it is a thought, right? Specific, though, I do have a specific I feel like he should stop substrate activation. This is especially prevalent on because right now it's unique in a terrible sense. The fact that his overgrowth can be deactivated. Kullervo here, if I were to fall off the map or get nullified by anything, my Kullervo stays. It will stay on. Rhino is super huge. I feel like but especially and a lot of other you will notice it more or less kind of which warframes are usable or more easily usable. Might be issues being more or less prevalent. Because like when you're using Kullervo, some of your player don't have Kullervo. Right, well, got him on this one. He was getting good for the game, even without his just having overload as a cast makes it really fucking shit. It doesn't matter how you know, because Wrath will advance ability with the secret smoke. It's just good. Right? Ability do a lot. With like 200% ability to get another Perchance and Raffles units that you red crits on. You just take range and this number. And this is no longer the days of flying shot. You know, you pop her 4 and you just move the map perpetually. She is turbo runs and user is super force. Of course, there's people who may but just getting her from the film is just been so long. It's just very fun. It's super with silence. But still. Same, getting them to jump is just good. I guess technically Naruto's it falls in the category of technically being good from the start. I've put heavy plenty of experience using what people and also really cracking the shit out of them. Yeah. Coming up on 20 minutes. And I am just to refresh the weapons. Because we have Foley is the 67 for you, single viewer, might have flinched. I did too. But anyway. First off, violence gone. Completely just fucking ran. My overall is fine. Anyway, that is up on 67 fucking minutes. Nobody being 67. All 67. I guess. They have some kind of, whereas, I guess, thousands at this point, it makes it harder, but each, to make it more realistic, each class of weapon, for instance, between the shotguns and the assault rifles, just what I mean by that is in the scope of, like, not just in the class of weapon. The difference between either one shoots many pumps and one shoots faster. But just some kind of like passive abilities for weapons. I feel like any of the weapons that have passive should get one for being no, it doesn't have a passive. Spice it up and make the weapons A, whatever it is. Just add some extra spice to the weapon. Actually, I do know. Tigers has, I think it's combo. It's hit every pellet, it gets it's very much a need because it hits hard with the real like the Zylok. Yeah. Press it, shoot once, let go, shoot the other. Like it does have an economy, which kind of makes this point weak. But for anyone that doesn't have an economy, passive weapon, okay, you should get something like that where a shotgun that doesn't have passive gets one. Hit all the pellets, you get X, Y, Z. Now if they really wanted to get specific with it, like its main damage target, you can get a buff from that. So let's say it's still, I guess that's a slug. Just something. Whatever its main damage that is, let's say slash, it's majority. Its passive will be hit every shot in of the bird. Every shot. Only of its base amount of hits. Shot, I guess I could. So its base amount of health gets every plus percent of slash. Toxin, that's maybe its main damage that it comes from, not including any weapons. So then it press its alternate fire, and it shoots everything that it has. Or like, you know, for assault rifles, you get X amount of headshots in a row without reloading, then you get X amount of these. Just to give a fighting chance to weapons that don't have any special. Right, because I doubt that every weapon doesn't have a mod, doesn't have something reload variant, pendant variant, coda variant. Not all of them are going to get them. I doubt it. It's been a while since the 10, another 10. Not all weapons are getting it. So any weapons that don't already have a passive are not unfortunate. You should just have something that give it a fighting chance against weapons that do have variants. And B, just give it that weapon technique. That's not a gripe I have about the weapon either. Plenty of weapons in each category that really good. But I realize if, you know, there shouldn't be any weapon that falls out of this side of the section. You can already use any weapon. And enough of them that you can just fundamentally understand they should be able to use anything they want to well by and not have this like moment of, oh man, this weapon sucks, this one, let me delete it. Or Conceptor, for example. It has a passage weapon that doesn't give mission for like robotics, it drops it energy and everything that is robotics it drops. And people end up delete it because it's not good compared to let's say they just got defeated for the first time. They don't even know that they probably need to be good side effects. Not to mention its so they might get the hate, but they need a spot. Well, what better way to slot although you can really get it. And now there's also hold up for the meeting. I don't know, I just feel like we should get a choice. Man, this weapon's good. This weapon's awesome. Which one do I choose? Which might add too much complication. So again, these are just shadow thoughts. Not anything I feel particularly sure about. And I feel like should or shouldn't change. Just some unfiltered raw thought. Just thinking as a obviously, scripted nothing was scripted, it would be awful scripted. Just some fill the void that usually would be we are approaching that time limit. Now, I'm not going to be recording longer, or not recording, streaming for longer than 30 minutes here. Just because, you know, long-term streaming for multiple hours a day, it's not something I can really manage. I can manage, however, a measly 30 minutes out of my day. Hop in, put the thing on, get hit, start live stream, get Where I'm lost. Where am I? Where am I going? Jesus Christ. But it's a lot less hassle on my part. Requires less effort because I'm already splitting my attention up from going to class and going to work to pay for class. Right? Did I get that 30-minute one? I don't even know. But yeah, that's 30 minutes. As per usual, I show off the rewards that I get. I feel like not many people do that when it comes to like post-mission rewards. I love seeing the shit that you get like after a long mission, right? The people who do like 24 hours in a single mission. I want to see all the shit that they get, but they kind of scrape over it. So I, even though it's only 30 minutes, will show off what you get, which is 500,000 credits. I don't even think I have a booster. Oh, I do have a booster, so, you know, you'd get 250,000. Wow, there it is, look at that. Would have gotten roughly 250,000. Actually, it would be 250,989 because it doubles exactly. I would have gotten that much instead of the 501,978. Why I cited the whole number just because I felt like it. Anyway, 4 relics, 2,000 endo. It's pretty good. Various disinfection or potency mods. Holding is also pretty good for getting gold mods because that's like all they drop is gold mods. These things got 4, 6. The other number that comes after 6 arcanes. I also want to show off the stats. Like what I've got: 2,294 kills. Most of them obviously being melees. Right. But yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't think I showed off my Panzer this time, so we're gonna go ahead and go do that. Just to make sure if it's, you know, first time of somebody checking in, if somebody checks in, show off everything, including stuff of my arsenal that I don't change, like my Panzer. If this was even like a year ago, I would be using my Smeda Aphrodite. My bread and butter. I guess as a little, since I'm, you know, changing this episode up this time by streaming it first. I used my Smeda very often. As you can see, 56.9%. And the thing is that there or may not be a limit to how much XP is visible on the item, right? So this at 39 million XP, that's a lot. 70 million, 32 million, 431 million. I've transcended the billions, and this and my speed has also gotten over 106,000 kill assists. It's actually now I'm interested to see my Panzer. See, oh, I'm in robotic. I wouldn't be seeing. There it is. 203 million. Not even as much as my Inaros. Fish. A little bit of proof right here, by the way. Inaros Prime. Inaros. And then Necros Prime, which is the next one over. But yeah. As you can tell, I'm very much an Inaros enthusiast. But that is going to be it of this 30 minutes. Not exactly. I'm not doing exacts. But that is game, set, match. Perchance.